Hello, Shakopee High School students and families. Welcome to registration. I'm going to be reviewing graduation requirements. This is Erica Lang, one of the counselors for the Arts and Communication Academy at the high school. You will see here all of the graduation requirements needed to earn a Shakopee High School diploma. We will go into more detail on the next slides, but in order to graduate, students need a total of 56 credits to graduate by the time they are done. We'll start by reviewing English. So for English, students need 8 credits total to graduate. That means that students will need to take English every single year of high school. So as you can see on the table, they will take a 9th grade English class, a 10th grade English class, an 11th grade English class, and then a 12th grade English class. There are versions of a general track and then an accelerated track, which you can read more about in the registration guide. For the next slide, we will talk about social studies. So social studies is just like English in that you also need 8 credits to graduate, which means that you will have social studies in your schedule every year as well. And you can see there is some variance depending on your graduating class on what you will need for social studies requirements. And you can look at this table if you pause the recording, or you can also go into the registration guide. Or students, when you go into your academic planner, you'll be able to see what is required of you based on your graduation year for your social studies requirements. Starting with the class of 2027 and 2028, there is a requirement of economics and citizenship and government that will be added. And then you'll see that that is also the case in class of 2029 and beyond. The change there, though, is that human geography will become just 1 credit, 1 quarter, instead of the 2 credits, 2 quarters. So just a little bit of variance coming up over the next few years for those requirements. For science, the graduation requirement is 6 credits total. So for science, you'll need 3 years total of science. That means in 9th grade, it will be a physics credit, 2 credits of physics. 10th grade will be 2 credits of chemistry. 11th grade will be 2 credits of biology. And again, there's a general track and an accelerated track. And for math, math can vary also depending on where you're at in your math track. Students are in different places when it comes to math, but every student needs at least 6 credits to graduate from Shakopee High School with math. So again, 3 years of math. And if you look again at the different sections on the table, if you're in the general math track, you can see that it's intermediate algebra, geometry, algebra 2, but then there's also an accelerated track, and then there's a twice accelerated track. The sequencing was changed up a little bit, starting with this, the class of 2028, but that is something that, again, you'll be able to see within your academic planner and also in the registration guide, or pause this video and you can look at the table closer. We always tell students that the best place to get your questions answered is your current math teacher. They are going to have the best advice for you when it comes to questions about what should I take next for math, or am I in the right place for math, different stuff like that. And your counselor can certainly help you as well with those questions. The next area of requirement is physical education. So every student needs to earn 2 credits of PE. So there is an intro level course and an advanced course. So an intro level course, there are 2 options: intro to sports performance or fit for life. Those are usually taken in 9th grade. And then the advanced options are either advanced sport performance or advanced fit for life. These can be taken anywhere between 10th, 11th, or 12th grade. So just 2 credits of PE to meet the requirement for graduation for that. And then there is a health requirement, and there is 1 class that counts for this, and it is called Healthy Lifestyles. So that is 1 credit, Healthy Lifestyles. Students take this between 10th, 11th, or 12th grade. Another requirement for our 9th graders is a class called 9th grade seminar. So if you are here as a 9th grader, this class will be a part of your schedule no matter what. It's 1 credit. And this course is a really great course to just get you ready for high school. It'll help you build your academic skills, get you connected with kind of everything that happens at the high school and the high school community. You learn about our academies, our programs of study, and then eventually, by the time you are done with that first semester, you're actually going to be choosing your academy for your upcoming 10th, 11th, 12th grade years. Financial literacy is another graduation requirement. It is 1 credit, 1 quarter long, and this course is taken as an 11th or 12th grader. And you will go over topics that you can see here on the slide, like budgeting, banking, insurance, savings accounts, credit and identity theft, rent, risk management, kind of those adulting skills. So that is a requirement as well. And then we also require 2 credits in the fine arts, and these can be anywhere from a band choir credit. We also have like graphic design, photography, fashion, interior design. There is a multitude of fine arts credits that meet this area. And there's a full list in the registration guide. You will also notice that a class that meets this requirement will have the symbol, the note symbol next to it as well. And then another piece that we want students to remember for graduation is their program of study. So this graduation requirement is where students, once they are a part of their academy, they have to complete 1 program of study within their academy. So if you look at what is presented here on this slide, this is a health science academy grid, and it lists all their programs of study. And so there has to be an intro course, an intermediate course, and an advanced course taken in one of the programs of study. So if I were a health science student and I decided I wanted to go into, let's say, exercise science, so then I would for sure have to take human body systems as my intro course. That's 1 quarter. Then I would take human movement science as my intermediate course. And then I could pick between either sports medicine or emergency medical responder for my advanced course. So that is a graduation requirement as well. Most students can get at least 1 done, but we have seen students get 2, sometimes even 3 done before the end of their senior year. But you have to complete at least 1 program of study within your academy to graduate. And then, of course, the electives, which is the fun part. So students have 18 credits of electives. That gets them to that 56 at the end. And this is your chance to explore. You can take electives in any academy. So even if you are, in a specific academy, we want students taking classes from other academies and trying things. You may learn that you love something. You also may learn that you don't love something, and that's just as important. We encourage you to ask maybe upperclassmen, other teachers about different course options. And we want you to choose courses that interest you and not just courses that friends have or that, because most likely you're not going to get into a class with your friend just with the amount of students we have. But really take advantage of the amount of electives we have at Shakopee High School within our academy system. It's pretty amazing. And make sure you're reading about the courses in the registration guide. That's where you're going to get the best information on those classes. And that gets us to the end of all the graduation requirements. So make sure you connect with a counselor if you have any questions. We are more than happy to help you. Take care.